Hi, I'm Sean,
Hey, I'm Mel.
and we're two out of three co-founders of Surface Interval, and welcome to the first ever Oceanic Human Podcast. We're currently in Tallinn in Estonia by the Baltic Sea, and it is beautiful. To start with this podcast, Mel, I wanted to ask you what an Oceanic Human means to you.
I kind of feel like Oceanic Human is somebody who belongs to the water and kind of wants to be in the water. Somebody who maybe dives or don't need to dive, don't need
Belonging
to
to
swim,
the
but
ocean,
just
essentially.
you just want to be near the ocean.
There's a deeper rooted connection to the
Yeah.
ocean, in a sense.
Yeah, that is what it said.
I mean, yeah, similar to what I kind of think an Oceanic Human is. It's someone who, for me, Oceanic is defined as belonging to the ocean, and human is human. So for me, it's a human belonging to the ocean. And to be fair, we all do stem from the ocean. Like there's salt in our blood, there's salt in our tears. Everything's connecting us to the saltiness
That's so true,
of the ocean. So there's a deeper rooted connection between all humans and the ocean, I feel. And I think that's the biggest reason we kind of came up with Surface Interval, because while we both live in cities, you live in a much nicer city than I do, but since we both live in cities, there was a deeper calling on how do we connect a large amount of people, including ourselves, to the ocean. And I think that for me, that was where Surface Interval was really born. I actually took that idea to Mel because we needed a designer, and she's the full creative head behind SI, which not many people know. All the clothes, t-shirts and everything are to do with her. But what does SI mean to you as a brand, as your baby that we've worked on in the last year and a half, and you creatively developed? And what does Surface Interval mean to you?
Yeah, but we started Surface Interval just as it was just like a hobby idea, passion, to create something inspired by the ocean and just to connect us all with the ocean. We didn't even plan to grow into. We didn't have any expectations.
No, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
And we just started it with just like pure passion, and now it turned into something way bigger than we expected.
It's still pure, complete passion.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, because it was something that the idea kind of came to my head in a very surface level manner, and I think all three of us, me, Mel, and Pramay, kind of believed in the fact that we wanted to connect people to the ocean with high quality products, high quality rash cars, high quality everything that we kind of produce in a very sustainable way. Because yes, there are ocean brands out there, but if you look deeper into the brands, they're not totally sustainable. You can't totally be sustainable, but I think we've done a good job. What do you think?
We try our best for sure. But I mean, you came up with the idea of Surface Interval, because tell me, when you started diving in 2020 the first time, do you want to tell it? Because as I understood, you didn't like diving at first.
No, I didn't like diving. I didn't like diving at first, predominantly because the instructor for my open water was quite racist. And he singled me out on a lot of things, and I just didn't like the overall experience. So I just, it's a sour taste that gets left in your mouth. So I just didn't dive. And 2020, when everything kind of collapsed, so my background's in music and live entertainment, and when that kind of collapsed, it stopped everything for me. My life entirely just took a break, and my parents kind of forced me to do a liveaboard, which was insane. And I just said, okay, whatever. I did my advance to the liveaboard, and I just fell in love. I fell in love with mantas, and that's where I bought my first ever diving kind of t-shirt and realized that I'm paying 40 euros for a really average piece of clothing that is probably not sustainably made. Neither is it really good quality that will last me a long time, so it doesn't really go to textile waste. And that's where the idea of Surface Interval came up, because firstly the designs were super cheesy, like eat, sleep, dive, repeat and stuff. The quality of the t-shirts was average and below par in the printing. So I actually went with the idea to Pramay, who's our third partner. He's the full business guy. That's why you don't see much of his face. But I went with the idea with Pramay, and I was like, dude, I had this idea, and your family's in textiles, and you've done this before. Do you want to join? And he's like, I was just thinking of starting my own thing. So yeah, I'm in. Then since I had him, I went to Mel, and me and Mel were already, I think, 2 years, dating for 2 years. And I kind of knew that I was going to ask her to marry me. So I was like, business is fine.
Your business is fine. Let's make it more complicated.
Yeah. So I went to Mel with the idea of Surface Interval, and I had no idea of the design thing. I had a couple of things in my head design-wise I want to do. We still argue a little bit when it comes to designs, because I have a slightly different perception of designs, but she takes it and turns it into something so beautiful all the time. But that's where all three of us kind of came in. I manage all the businessy things and make sure things are running, deliveries are done, all those things. Mel is just a complete creative head, and the website, all the design and the branding wise, that's all her. So the t-shirts you're wearing is all her. But I kind of want to understand from you, how did the logo come up? Because
because I was just gonna say that I remember you guys coming to me with the idea of surface interval already, like with the name. I know surface interval. Do you want to explain what surface interval mean for people who don't know what it means? Yeah.
Oh, my butt's not hurting. Surface interval. I mean, firstly, it was a very complicated name to choose. It wasn't the easiest like brand recall name.
It is. It's a long name.
We got a lot of like shit from our parents for it, especially mine, because it wasn't like a very, it doesn't roll off your tongue too well. But we wanted to stick by it because surface interval basically means, in the diving world, means your surface from being in the water, your interval on the surface essentially.
Yeah.
And that's where you wear our clothes, right? And we started as a clothing brand, so it made sense.
Yeah. In the beginning, I had no clue what surface interval meant, but I love that it had an interval in it because it's also very musical.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it rooted us in all ways that we enjoy. But no, I'm still going back to the question of the logo, because I don't remember sending you any sort of references for the logo, any ideas. I was just like, this is the name. I kind of wanted to, like, my only thing was that we all decided that it should be a bit flowy, but like oceany.
Yeah. No, you only came with me just asking for a logo. I was like, okay, I'll design it for you, but we had no other plans with it. I was just like, I'll help you out. I don't even remember if you already had something designed.
No, no logo.
Because at that time I was in the hospital as well. I was like, okay, I have nothing much to do. I have nothing much to do. I'll design it for you guys. I definitely knew I wanted to put some
big waves
some big waves going. So,
the waves change over here. There's not that much wind. There's not that much wind, but the waves kind of pick up because I don't know if you can see far in the back. There are like these massive cruise liners that are going across to like.
Nice.
There's like these massive cruise liners that go to like Sweden and Norway and Denmark. Oh, damn! And those waves transport all the way here, so it might get a little bit wavy.
Do we just add some ocean sounds in it?
Natural ocean sound, natural ASMR over here. Okay, coming back to the logo. So tell me your idea and thought process behind it.
I knew I wanted to add some like either a shark or manta ray in the logo. I think first I tried manta ray. You don't remember that?
I shockingly don't remember any of this. I know we wanted to integrate some sort of creature in it, but I don't remember the manta bit.
Yeah, so I tried with manta. I think I did send you the visuals, and it was like a little bit off. Wasn't feeling it either. I knew it had to be a little bit like either like hand drawn or very like little simple and some wave elements in there. So if you look at the logo, there's shark in there. And the way the words are as well. So surface interval was going a little bit up, and then there's a wave like in the middle. And also, if you look at the A's, there's shark fins over there in the A. So those are like little tiny details I definitely wanted to integrate in there. And I think it came out quite.
It came out really nicely. I was very like.
And actually, all the like letters and everything, I hand drew them because I wanted to have this kind of like simple look and hand drawn look. So I hand drew the letters quite many times till I found the right one, and then I made it in the shark and waves and I don't know for it.
We need to do something about like shark finning. Then we need to do a collection on shark fin to donate to shark finning. We donate a lot to coral restoration. Our largest donations are to coral restoration.
Yeah.
So for our SA experience in Komodo, we actually donate all of our profits to a turtle hatchery in Marble, and we gifted each one of our divers a chance to name their own baby turtle. And we've, I think, donated and been able to assist close to 200 baby turtles through that profit. So we need to do something with shark finning because there's a lot of sharks in our logo, and we haven't done much with sharks. But I think the logo is. I keep looking at it. It's so good. Like, I mean, she gets so many compliments. Whoever I speak to, they're like, please praise the person who's designed all of this. Massive logo on my back as well.
I know I put the interval like upside down. That is also one thing. I don't know if I've told you, but I wanted to have it look that the surface is surface and interval is like underwater. And then there's like a wave going.
We need to do more content on that because there's so much story behind the logo.
So like you have both, like exactly the surface interval that is one above the water and under the water.
And I think it was surprising that no one's really made an issue. Like the brand recall's been so good. with this word surface interval, because it's not Nike, it's not Adidas, it's not Quicksilver, it's not Rip Curl, where it's very easy and quick. It's surface interval, and the fact that the logo is a bit more complicated in the sense it's a surface interval.
Yeah.
So, but
it's difficult. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
difficult
but it captures people's attention. That's been and it's grown into SI.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
But
the same with this T-shirt actually, because we put the surface interval logo on the back, and I was like 100% sure it's not gonna move because it has a logo on the back. But then I didn't think about it at all, that surface interval actually means something for divers.
So yeah, like this specific T-shirt, I don't want to get up because it's gonna be here. This logo, this particular T-shirt, we actually, when we made it, we thought this would move the least.
Yeah.
We didn't expect this to be the one that sells out the fastest, and everyone wanted it, from divers to non-divers. And it kind of shocked us because we were like, we thought just a big logo on a big oversized T-shirt won't really work, but apparently it did. We actually have a new one hanging right there, which is a completely different rendition to it, which we won't show you because I don't know when this will come out. Maybe it's already released. But yeah, the logo kind of is who we are, and I don't remember giving any brief, but she encapsulated it so well. And there was no doubt when you saw the logo, we're like, this is it. This is great. This is what we like. Even the SI over here, SI became the thing. Like, in sense, there's a lot of times, I mean, it's been a year and a half that we've been functioning properly. But you get a lot of the times, do you still feel when people talk about SI and from different places around the world and like Andamans, this and that, and people are like, oh yeah, we've heard of your brands. It's you guys. Does that still feel good? Like, it's such a nice feeling.
Saying like, oh yeah, some random people said that, oh yeah, we've heard about SI and surface interval. Everybody's talking about it. I'm like, huh? Like what?
Because we actually haven't done that much advertising. We just run ads on Instagram. In all honesty, we've not spent the budgets that other big brands do spend. We've spoken to multiple organizations and companies who are telling us that, oh, we should spend this much amount, the same amount that we spend a whole year. They said they're expecting us to spend in a month, which is ridiculous. Because we wanted to grow this in a very deep-rooted way. I'm personally not in a rush. I mean, I have a little bit of a rush of skill.
I agree with you. We always wanted to do very organically because we want people to actually relate to us.
Yeah,
and we want to build a community rather than just have people buying our things.
Very true. Yeah, that's exactly how it is, because otherwise you just get someone who buys it and then it's done. But when someone buys and it connects, it feels different. And we experienced that on our SI experience in Komodo. We launched another IP under Surface Interval SI experiences, where we host these experiences across the world twice a year.
That's why we started SI experiences as well, because yes, we sell like online, but it's so hard to. Well, we hear a little bit from all over the world that, we've heard about Surface Interval, but you can't really see the effect in real life. So we wanted to create like SI experience where we can actually bring these people together and connect, and I think it was such an amazing experience. I would have never expected.
Met some nice Oceanic Humans there.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk a bit more about the podcast. We've talked a lot about SI and Surface Interval and how it came to be, but this podcast is the first ever episode that we're doing. It's just me and you. The Oceanic Human Podcast, the aim for this is to eventually get a lot of guests who are oceanic humans who have made impact for the ocean, even regular divers who just fall in love and love talking about the water. I think that's the aim, is just to grow the community in a way, help educate the community, entertain them at the same time. I don't know if it's entertaining at all, but
I often feel as well, like just like with our logo, that for us it seems so logical, but we do need to talk about it, because for other people we might need to explain it a little bit more, and for new people as well. So it's the same with inviting guests over into this podcast. Is for them, their life seems so logical, they've lived through it, but once they start talking about it, they're actually also like the stories, and there's some little things that you just sometimes forget, but for other people that might be such a revolutionary big thing, Yeah,
because domestically in India,
exactly talking about the ocean, some facts about the ocean. Like for you, it might be, I know about it, it's so logical. But for other people, it might be like, wow, I've never heard about this before.
Yeah, because domestically in India, I think diving is growing rapidly, surfing is growing rapidly, and as you said, they're just simple facts that are pretty mind blowing that can be just put out there. And there's incredible people who are doing incredible work with the ocean across the country that will genuinely blow your mind on how incredible the ecosystem is around just the Indian coastline as well.
When we it's fun to enjoy the ocean, but it's so important to educate ourselves about the ocean as well and sustainability and give back to the ocean. So I think that's
exactly
also very important too.
Because with Surface Interval, the whole point also was for the coral restoration and the turtles was that, okay, we're taking inspiration from the ocean. We're doing SI experiences. We're taking people into the ocean, making them have a good time. But at the end of the day, because we're taking so much from the ocean to make Surface Interval function and run, we also feel like we should give back, and that's where the coral restoration and this podcast actually will end up coming very, very handy. Very handy in the future.
This podcast is important for that as well, to bring the important information to the people. So as we're enjoying this,
having a great time,
water and I don't know, it's just emotional and physical. It's giving so much back now.
I mean, the other day we literally was further down there somewhere, I think. Yeah, just over there. And I was having a horrible day mentally. I was feeling extremely low, and we just went by the beach, sat, and it was a very windy day. So the waves were kind of quite churning up, but the sound was so nice. And I just told her, I said, suddenly I feel okay. Just by hearing the sound of the water, breaking on the shore.
It's always different, no?
So nice. And
it was literally coming here looking at the duckies, And
it gives us more purpose on what we're doing as well. We come here and we see what we're doing it for. See what we're doing it for. We see what we're doing it for, and it just gives us so much more strength in wanting to do more and be better with Surface Interval. Obviously, there will be business behind it, but there is such a deeper rooted purpose when it comes to the SI as a whole in terms of functionality of the brand and the reasoning we want to do it actually more than anything else.
I am honestly so excited to introduce the next Oceanic Humans on this podcast because we
learned so much.
Yeah, and over this year and a half, it feels such a long time. But over this year and a half, we met so many incredible people.
Yeah.
And I when we started this, I had half of the knowledge I have now about ocean and the underwaters that I have now through all these people and through you and I haven't even dived, And
you've seen a lot. Even snorkeling, free diving, you've seen a lot. But
it's just amazing.
Nature's amazing. So overall, nature's insane. We're just sitting here randomly on a weekday afternoon. I mean, it's a holiday over here, but wind is blowing right above our heads. There's some beautiful forest behind the camera there. You can hear the sound of the leaves rustling, waves breaking over here. It's just incredible. It's just very simple things that, we take for granted, especially anyone who lives in Mumbai. We've taken it from down.
Yeah, that is what Oceanic Human means, that you come here and you feel like this is where I belong.
Yeah. Yep, I belong.
This is where I belong. This is where I feel my true self,
Yeah. And it's simple. It's very simple. And this podcast is meant to be very simple. I think we learn a lot along the way. It's going to be a fun journey.
Yeah.
But we're the first Oceanic Humans on the podcast. We'll get some more people who belong to the ocean or meant very well connected to the ocean.
And if you have any questions about this podcast or Surface Interval,
drop it in the comments.
Definitely ask us questions in the comments, and we're happy to do a Q&A even
if you need it. We can do a Q&A podcast.
And who you would like to see on this podcast, we'll do our best to get them on this podcast to talk about the ocean and how did they get into this oceanic lifestyle.
And just a disclaimer, this podcast might go slightly digital because I don't live here. I live in Mumbai. So I leave tomorrow morning. So it's going to be, there might be episodes where Mel's just on a call. But we're going to make it happen nevertheless. That's a pretty bird. What was that? Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to the first ever episode of the Oceanic Human Podcast from, as I said, Tallinn in Estonia, the Baltic Sea. It's been super pretty.
And thank you so much for being part of the Surface Interval community and just being an amazing support for our journey as a team and our journey altogether as a community.
We're super young, so we appreciate every bit of it. I guess it's on YouTube, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But if it's on Spotify as well, follow us. every bit of support, as Mel says, is motivates us to do better and do better every time.
It helps us.
Yeah, it excites us.
It really helps us to build it into something bigger and give back to the ocean as much as possible.